All right, so it is broadcasting now.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
you went through all of it. Did you have any questions that you were wondering about on there?
Not really. Supply and demand, it's somewhat simple, I guess you could say. Not too terrible.
Right.
I had more questions last week about comparative and absolute advantage, but we'll just focus on this week.
Perfect.
So we will start the quiz. You ready to start the quiz?
All right. So for number one, the forces that make market economics work are, I just put supply and demand.
Yep. Supply and demand. So I got two. Competition is called um, for number two, did you get perfect competition?
Yes, that is what I got.
Okay, sweet. All right, then number three.
The the demand for a good or service is determined by,
Those who buy the good or service.
right.
Price is
That's what I got too.
sweet. Ooh.
Okay, number four. I don't know if the textbook said this exactly, just because I didn't have access to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I would think that they would be complements.
Yeah, I would agree there because compliments. Let me get my compliments are. No, it's not the right one. Yeah, I would agree with complements. Some substitutes is where you would put one instead of the other, but with this example, it would look like it would be complements.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, question five. If the law of demand applies to this good, then Q1 could be. I put 0
Okay.
because we know that as price increases, quantity demanded falls or
Yep.
decreases.
Yep. I would agree there. That is what I got as well.
Okay.
It doubles. Yeah.
Okay, and then question six, I was a little bit confused on as well.
Move it from DA to DB. So that's talking it's the supply and demand, it's price and quantity, it's that curve,
Mm-hmm.
schedule. And so as price decreases, quantity would increase. So it's talking how it shifted from DA to DP outward. And I learned this morning. 2 seconds. Okay. Um,
Because I know it's not a decrease in price because that would
uh-uh.
not cause a shift.
So it's an increase in demand.
Right. So I know it can't be A or D.
Yep. I was expecting the prices of good to fall.
I can't see a decrease in income causing an increase in demand.
No, because if the decrease in income, it would cause them to buy inferior goods. So that would be like buying name brand versus like the great value brand. So that
Oh,
would,
so that
so
would be the case because it says assuming the good is inferior.
yep.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Number 7, I got the first one.
Okay.
That was the only one where at a price of 7, the quantity demanded was 50.
Yep. I would agree there.
Okay. Number 8, when quantity demanded has increased at every price, it might be because I think the fourth one.
So the quantity demand increased at every price because that could be it. Um, Costs to produce could have decreased. No, because that couldn't be that.
That was shifted supply.
Uh-uh.
But if you think about it like ketchup and hot dogs, if the price of ketchup decreased, the demand for hot dogs would increase.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, I can support that. So the quantity supplied of a good is the amount that buyers only purchase.
I would say the fourth one over the second one just because it says willing and able to sell.
Okay.
If it said supply, then it would be what they're able to produce. But because it's the quantity supplied, I think that it would be the fourth one.
Okay. I can support that as well. I think I remember reading that somewhere. So for question 10 today, for today's supply curve for iPods could shift in the response to the change in all of the above. It could shift outward or inward because of price. It could shift outward or inward because of future price. And also, if there's a lower number of buyers of iPods, that could also shift it as well.
Okay. That was one of the other ones I hadn't gotten yet, but that makes sense. I was reading it as an increase instead of just a shift. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, sweet. Awesome. This one's 5 questions shorter than last week.
Okay, all else equal, a sale on chicken would cause a move from that would be DA to DB.
A
Turkey
sale
would
on, yes.
Yeah, turkey would not be in as high of demand if there's a sale on chicken.
Yep. And as well, the Y and X would be specifically with price on an item.
Right.
So awesome.
Okay.
Oh.
If there are only 4 sellers in the market, then the market quantity supplied at a price of $10. This is simple math. 15, 25, 4, 44.
Yep, that's what I got too when I did it.
Perfect. A rightward shift in a supply curve is called an increase in supply.
Yep.
Okay.
A lot of supply.
So So for 14, the law of supply is as price increases, the quantity supplied also increases. So that would not apply to A. It would apply to B, not C. Does
And-
apply to D.
So it would be the last one from B and D's.
Yeah. The unique point at which the supply curve and demand curve intersect is called the equilibrium.
Yep.
At a price of $35, there would be not a shortage.
There would not be a shortage.
There'd be a surplus
Of 200 units?
of 400 units.
Okay.
Because
say that?
at quantity, or at $35, the quantity supplied is 600, but the quantity demanded is 200. So that causes a surplus of 400.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay. On 17, I didn't like any of the answers. Which of the following movements would illustrate the effect in the market for fences of a decrease in the price of wood?
I would say point A to point B.
That's what I put as well. I would have liked the point A to point C better, but that's not an option.
Yeah. Okay. Turkey and the U.S. So an increase of productivity for turkey farmers, it would be DB to DA, correct?
I don't know if the increase in productivity affects the demand. Does it?
I would think so, because if they're producing more turkey, no, it doesn't. Because it would make sense if they produced more turkey, the demand would be higher, but producing more turkeys doesn't mean it will be.
Yeah. I put Y to X because an increase of productivity of turkey farmers would cause an increase in supply, and an increase of supply could move you from Y to X.
Yeah, it would decrease the price. Okay. That does make sense.
That was kind of my logic. I wasn't quite sure if that would be right, but that's my logic.
That makes more sense than mine. So we'll go with it.
Okay.
Quantity.
Which of the four panels illustrates a decrease in quantity supplied? Well, that would be the shift in the supply curve. Or no.
Yep.
No, in quantity supplied.
So it looked like it would be, for me, I'm going to say B, because it's moving everything to the right. So quantity would decrease, could increase.
So it's looking for decrease in quantity supplied. Did you say B?
Yeah.
Okay, I would agree with that.
Because it wouldn't move outward to the left, to the right at all. It'd move inward to the left.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
And then which of these statements does not apply to market economics?
I would say B.
B. Prices coordinate the actions of millions of people, varying abilities and desires.
because they still have the ability to choose, but price helps them decide which one to choose.
Hmm. That one's difficult because I know that prices do coordinate actions of people. I learned that in my microeconomics class last semester.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's hard because they all kind of make sense.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's not D. I said I forgot the part is not.
Anyone who wants I'm debating between the last two.
I would say C. Yeah, I know. Because prices do ensure that anyone who wants a product can get it, but if they don't have the ability to get it because of the price is too high, then they might not be able to.
Right.
And
That word
price,
ensure just is like weird to me. And then prices ensure that what needs to get done does in fact get done. That one's kind of weird to me too.
yeah. Because if you wanted to reach a target goal for the quarter, for example, prices can that. But if you have other variable costs, then price doesn't ensure that fact.
Right. Hmm.
Or what about the first one?
I don't know what it's talking about with the decentralized decision making, but I know prices do prevent chaos.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with C.
See? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay safe with that one because I'd just gonna go with that.
I know that prices generally drive towards equilibrium, but there are
Hmm.
shortages and surpluses. So I think yeah, I can support that.
Okay. So do you have any other questions about any other ones that we went over before we submit?
No, I think all my questions got answered.
Sweet. All right, let's see how we did.
Yeah, this is the moment of truth.
Okay. We got an A, 19 out of 20.
All right. And now we can see which one we missed.
No, we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. It was question 10. Oh, it wasn't all of the above. Expected future. What?
I guess a shift in price or a change in price doesn't shift the
Until it
supply
actually
curve.
happens.
Yeah, price doesn't shift the curve, and then the number of buyers would affect the quantity demanded, not the supply.
Okay, my
Okay.
bad.
It's all good. But you got question 20, right?
Woo! Awesome. Okay, so that's pretty sure it's all we have to do for group work besides
Okay. Are you going to post that the group on the group collaboration?
Hello?
Hey,
I'm sorry. I don't know what I did. I think I pressed a button. Okay, so did you have any other questions?
nope, that is it.
Awesome. So do you just want to meet the same time next week around 9 o'clock? Because I haven't received any other emails from anybody else besides one person dropped the class. So we can meet next about 9 o'clock next week if you want.
Yeah, that works better. That way I can go to bed earlier.
Yep, me too. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brett.
All right, are you going to post this up on the
Yep, on the discussion board.
awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.